Hi there. It's day 245 of our chronological Bible reading. And for the day, we have read the book of Ezekiel, chapters 13 to 15. Now, let's share what we've learned. So, from Ezekiel chapter 13, Ezekiel chapter 13, so starting from verse 8, let's read again. Therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says, because what you say is false and your visions are a lie, I will stand against you, says the sovereign Lord. I will raise my fist against all the prophets who see false visions and make lying predictions, and they will be banished from the community of Israel. I will blot their names from Israel's record books, and they will never again set foot in their own land. Then you will know that I am the sovereign Lord. Let's move down. This will happen because these evil prophets deceive my people by saying all is peaceful when there is no peace at all. It's as if the people have built a flimsy wall, and these prophets are trying to reinforce it by covering it with whitewash. Tell these whitewashers that their wall will soon fall down. Heavy rainstorm will undermine it. Great hailstones and mighty winds will knock it down. And when the walls falls, the people will cry out, "What happened to your whitewash?" Okay? Verse 13. Therefore, this is what the sovereign Lord says: I will sweep away your whitewashed wall with a storm of indignation, with a great flood of anger, with hailstones of fury. I will break down your wall right to its foundation, and when it falls, it will crush you. Then you will know that I am the Lord. At last, my anger against the wall and those who covered it with whitewash will be satisfied. Then I will say to you, the wall and those who whitewashed it are both gone. They were lying prophets who claimed peace would come to Jerusalem when there was no peace. Where is that? Here. They were lying prophets who claimed peace would come to Jerusalem when there was no peace. I, the sovereign Lord, have spoken. So here, the lying prophets are actually telling the people that peace would come, but in reality, it will not. There was no peace. So, like today we have to tell the whole truth from the Bible and not just little segments. We have to tell the people that they need to repent from their sins and obey God so that peace will be with them. Second one, next one. Let's go to the next one. Let's erase this. So now, Ezekiel chapter 14. Let's read from verse 1. Then some of the leaders of Israel visited me, and while they were sitting with me, this message came to me from the Lord. Son of man, these leaders have set up idols in their hearts. They have embraced things that will make them fall into sin. Why should I listen to their request? Tell them, this is what the sovereign Lord says. The people of Israel have set up idols in their hearts and fallen into sin. And then they go to a prophet asking for a message. So here, the people of Israel have set up idols in their hearts. In their hearts. Also this one. These leaders have set up idols in their hearts. Right? So meaning things like earthly things. They made earthly things as their idols. Idols. Like today, people are making money as their idol. Money is everything. So do not make money or other earthly things like lust as your idols in your hearts. So let's continue. Let's just continue reading up to verse 14. Let's move this. So I, the Lord, will give them the kind of answer their great idolatry deserves. I will do this to capture the minds and hearts of all my people who have turned from me to worship their detestable idols. Therefore tell the people of Israel, this is what the sovereign Lord says. Repent and turn away from your idols, and stop all your detestable sins. I, the Lord, will answer all those, both Israelites and foreigners, who reject me and set up idols in their hearts, and so fall into sin, and who then come to a prophet asking for my advice. I will turn against such people and make a terrible example of them, eliminating them from among my people. Then you will know that I am the Lord. And if a prophet is deceived into giving a message, it is because I, the Lord, have deceived that prophet. I will lift my fist against such prophets and cut them off from the community of Israel. False prophets and those who seek their guidance will all be punished for their sins. In this way, the people of Israel will learn not to stray from me, polluting themselves with sin. They will be my people and I will be their God. I, the sovereign Lord, have spoken. And then, continuing, then this message came to me from the Lord. Son of man, suppose the people of a country were to sin against me, and I lifted my fist to crush them, cutting off their food supply and sending a famine to destroy both people and animals. Even if Noah, Daniel, and Job were there, their righteousness would save no one but themselves, says the sovereign Lord. So, here, you see this? Even if Noah, Daniel, and Job were there, their righteousness would save no one but themselves. So people must repent from their sins and obey God to save themselves. Right? The people themselves must repent from their sins and obey God. It's like even if someone is praying for them, if they don't repent, they will not be saved. They themselves need to repent from their sins and turn to God. Now, going to the next one. Um, Here, Ezekiel chapter 15, verse 1. Then this message came to me from the Lord, Son of man. How does a grapevine compare to a tree? It's a vine's wood as useful as the wood of a tree. Can its wood be used for making things like pegs to hang up pots and pans? No, it can only be used for fuel, and even as fuel, it burns too quickly. Vines are useless both before and after being put into the fire. Okay. So, and this is what the sovereign Lord says: the people of Jerusalem are like grapevines growing among the trees of the forest. Since they are useless, I have thrown them on the fire to be burned, and I will see to it that if they escape from one fire, they will fall into another. When I turn against them, you will know that I am the Lord. And I will make the land desolate because my people have been unfaithful to me. I, the sovereign Lord, have spoken. Now, see this? And I will see to it that if they escape from one fire, they will fall into another. So, don't, it's not okay to make God angry with you. So, better choose to obey God. That's all for today. See you again next time.